All right, midweek games are here. A lot of interesting game in the Premier League. But let's start with the games that will happen this midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday. Starting with the first game on Tuesday, Chelsea versus Leeds. This is an interesting game, a very difficult game, considering how this same game ended in the reverse feature. Chelsea fans, if you could remember, Leeds beat Chelsea 3-1. So Chelsea is looking forward for a revenge in this feature. And Liam Rosino, ever since taking over Chelsea's job, has not lost or draw in the Premier League with his Chelsea team. I see Liam Rosino continue with his 100% record in the Premier League. The next game is West Ham versus Manchester United. Big game for that matter. For West Ham, who might be relegated as well. Look at West Ham on the league table. I think West Ham might be relegated the same time, right? If you look at West Ham position on the league table, you will understand why, the reason why they have to do everything. They have to win this game by all means. And as well as the away team, Manchester United, another manager who is still on 100% record with his team. Talking of Manchester United and Michael Carrick, right? But nevertheless, these small teams are teams that give big teams a very big problem, right? United already in the top 4, and they are going to do everything possible to remain there and come back to Champions League football where they belong. And going forward to the next game is Manchester City versus Fulham. Fulham already is on 34 points. They are just 5 points away from European football. And who says Fulham cannot go Europe next season? So as far as they are smelling that Europe breeze, they can do anything to any team in front of them. And you could tell how difficult it is to play teams like this. So Manchester City, who on the same side are looking at the Premier League top first position, right? 6 points below Arsenal, who are on top. And you could tell when Pep Guardiola and his Manchester City see such a chance, you could tell what they can do. So it's a very interesting game. I see Man City beating Fulham, right? Another interesting game is Sunderland versus Liverpool. This is one of the interesting features of this week, midweek, right? When you look at the positions of these teams, right now Sunderland are just 3 points from European spots. So, and we said Sunderland cannot go to Europe next season when we see other mid-table teams already in the European competition this season. So Sunderland will fancy the chance to be in that European position. And Liverpool are not really doing so well in the Premier League. And right now they are in 39 points. They are just few points away from making it to that top 4. So Arne Slot and his Liverpool team, I think we take this game very serious, as far as much as Sunderland will take this game very serious. So it's an interesting game to watch. The last game, but not the least, for the midweek is Brentford versus Arsenal. It's the London derby. A very big feature for Brentford, and especially for Arsenal, who is looking to do a very big thing in the Premier League this season by winning the league, right? But Brentford, 39 points. They are doing so well for themselves. They are just 5 points from the UEFA Champions League spot. This is to show you how good Brentford